If Earth became uninhabitable tomorrow, where would humanity go? For many scientists, there's only one realistic answer: Mars, a frozen desert nearly 225 million kilometers away. It's the closest planet that could one day become humanity's second home. But there's a problem. Mars wasn't made for us. The air can't be breathed, the temperatures can freeze you solid, and the invisible radiation from space is powerful enough to damage the human body over time. In fact, if you stepped onto Mars without protection, you wouldn't survive for more than a few moments. So why are scientists and space agencies spending billions of dollars trying to get there? Is living on Mars really possible, or is it just science fiction? Today, we're exploring what it would actually take for humans to survive on the red planet. For centuries, Mars has captured our imagination. Ancient civilizations looked up at its glowing red light and wondered what it was. Today, we know it's a cold, rocky world filled with towering volcanoes, deep canyons, frozen ice caps, and endless deserts. In many ways, it's the most Earth-like planet in our solar system. It has seasons, it has day and night, and hidden beneath its dusty surface, there's evidence that water once flowed across the planet. That's exactly why Mars has become humanity's greatest target for exploration. But don't let those similarities fool you, because despite looking familiar, Mars is one of the most hostile places a human could ever visit. Before we can build homes, grow food, or raise families there, we first have to solve one enormous question. How do you survive on a planet that's trying to kill you? Getting to Mars isn't like flying across the world. It's more like sailing across an endless ocean without knowing if you'll make it home. Depending on where Earth and Mars are in their orbits, the journey takes around 7 months. That's more than 200 days inside a spacecraft no bigger than a small apartment. Astronauts would have limited food, limited water, and almost no privacy. Communication with Earth wouldn't be instant either. A single message could take more than 20 minutes to arrive. If something went wrong, there would be no rescue mission, no emergency landing, no quick return home. The crew would be completely on their own, and that's before they've even reached Mars. Landing safely is only the beginning. The moment you step outside, Mars begins trying to kill you. Its atmosphere is about 95% carbon dioxide. There's almost no oxygen to breathe. The atmospheric pressure is so low that without a spacesuit, your body couldn't survive. Temperatures regularly drop below minus 60 degrees Celsius. Some nights, they fall below minus 120 degrees. Then there's the dust. Martian dust is incredibly fine. It sticks to everything. It could damage equipment, clog machines, and even become dangerous if brought inside habitats. On Mars, even a tiny mistake could be fatal. One of the greatest dangers isn't something you can see, it's radiation. Earth is protected by a powerful magnetic field that shields us from harmful particles coming from space. Mars has almost no global magnetic field. That means astronauts would receive far higher doses of radiation than they do on Earth. Over time, this increases the risk of cancer, damage to the nervous system, and other serious health problems. Future colonies might need to live underground or build shelters covered with thick layers of Martian soil. Sometimes, the safest home is the one buried beneath the ground. Living on Mars would require creating a tiny version of Earth. Every drop of water would matter, every breath of oxygen. Scientists believe much of the water needed could come from ice trapped beneath the Martian surface. That water could be purified, split into hydrogen and oxygen, and used for drinking, breathing, and even making rocket fuel. Food presents another challenge. There are no farms on Mars, no supermarkets. Colonists would likely grow crops inside sealed greenhouses using artificial light and recycled water. Nothing could go to waste. Everything would have to be reused. Mars wouldn't reward carelessness. It would demand efficiency. So, could humans eventually build cities on Mars? Possibly, but they wouldn't look like cities on Earth. The first settlements would probably consist of connected habitats, protected from radiation, powered by solar panels or nuclear reactors. Robots would perform dangerous jobs outside. Humans would spend much of their lives indoors. As technology improves, those small bases could slowly expand into permanent communities. But terraforming Mars, changing the entire planet to resemble Earth, would be far more difficult. Some scientists think it's possible in the distant future. Others believe Mars simply doesn't have enough atmosphere or resources to make it happen. For now, the dream of a green Mars remains science fiction. So, could humans ever live on Mars? The answer is yes, but not easily. Mars won't become another Earth anytime soon. It will always be a place where survival depends on science, engineering, and careful planning. Yet every great journey in human history began with something that once seemed impossible: crossing oceans, flying through the sky, Walking on the moon. Perhaps, one day, future generations will look at Mars the same way we look at distant continents. Not as an impossible destination, but simply the next frontier. If you enjoyed this journey into science, subscribe to Think Sketch for more psychology, history, and science explained through simple stick figure animations. Thanks for watching.